Hello students. Now we are going to talk about different types of measurements and systems. What is mean by system of units? A complete set of units which is used to measure all kinds of fundamental and derived quantities are called a system of units. Here we can see some common system of units in mechanics. Let us discuss about that. First one is FPS system. FPS system is the British engineering system of units which uses foot, pound and second as the three basic units in order to measure the length, mass and time respectively. Which means that in FPS system, length is measured in terms of foot and mass is measured in terms of pound and time is measured in terms of second. Next one is CGS system. CGS system is the Gaussian system which uses centimeter, gram and second as the three basic units to measure the length, mass and time. So we can say that in CGS system, length is measured in terms of centimeter, mass is measured in terms of gram and time is measured in terms of second. And come to the next one is MKS system. This MKS system is based on meter, kilogram and second as the three basic units for measuring the length, mass and time respectively. From this we can understand that in MKS system, length is measured in terms of meter, mass is measured in terms of kilogram and the time is measured in terms of second. Look at this box. The CGS, MKS and SI units are called as metric or decimal system of units. The FPS system is not a metric system. Note it down. Next one is about SI unit system. What is mean by SI unit system or metric system? The system of units used by the scientists and engineers around the world is called the metric system. It is also officially known as International System or SI. What is mean by SI? System International. Next one is about the advantages of SI system. The advantages of SI system are: this system makes use of only one unit for one physical quantity, which means a rational system of units. In this system, all the derived units can be easily obtained from the basic and supplementary units, which means that it is a coherent system of units. Once again I repeat, in this system all the derived quantities can be easily obtained with the help of basic and supplementary units, which means that it is a coherent system of units. And the third advantage is it is called as a metric system, which means that multiples and submultiples can be expressed as the power of 10. So it is a metric system, which means that the multiples and submultiples can be expressed as the power of 10. Look at this table. Here we can say the fundamental quantities and their units and the definition for the unit. Okay. First one is length. Length is measured in terms of meter. The symbol for length is small m. What is the definition for 1 meter? 1 meter is the length of the path traveled by light in vacuum in 1 by 299, 792 and 458 of a second. Next fundamental quantity, mass. The unit for mass is kilogram and the symbol is kg. And what is mean by kilogram? 1 kilogram is the mass of prototype cylinder of platinum iridium alloy preserved at the International Bureau of Weights and measures at Sèvres near Paris, France. So this is what the definition for kilogram. So whenever we are learning about the definition for particular thing, it should be written as it is given in the book. Okay, we have to keep this point in our mind. So what is 1 kilogram? 1 kilogram is the mass of prototype cylinder of platinum iridium alloy preserved at the International Bureau of Weights and Measures at Sèvres near Paris, France. And the next physical quantity is time. The unit for time is second and the symbol is small s. What is the definition for second? 1 second is defined as the duration of some periods of radiation corresponding to the transition between the two hyperfine levels of ground state of cesium-133 atom. Once again I repeat, 1 second is the duration of some periods of radiation corresponding to the transition between the two hyperfine levels of ground state of cesium-133 atom. And next physical quantity is electric current. The electric current is measured in terms of ampere and the symbol for ampere is capital A. What is the definition for ampere? 1 ampere is defined as the constant current which when maintained in each of the two straight parallel conductors of infinite length and negligible cross section held 1 meter apart in vacuum shall produce a force per unit length of 2 into 10 power minus 7 Newton per meter between them. Once again I repeat, 1 ampere is the constant current which when maintained in each of the two straight parallel conductors of infinite length and negligible cross section held 1 meter apart in vacuum shall produce a force per unit length of 2 into 10 power minus 7 Newton per meter between them. Next physical quantity, temperature. Temperature is measured in terms of Kelvin. The symbol for Kelvin is capital K. What is the definition for Kelvin? 1 Kelvin is the fraction of 1 by 273.16 of the thermodynamics temperature of the triple point of water. Once again I repeat, 1 Kelvin is the fraction of 1 by 273.16 of the thermodynamic temperature of the triple point of water. And next physical quantity is amount of substance. Amount of substance is measured in terms of mole, which means that its SI unit is what? Mole, and it is represented, the symbol is MOL, small MOL. What is the definition for 1 mole? 1 mole is the amount of substance which contains many elementary entities as there are atoms in 0.012 kilogram of pure carbon 12 atom. And next one, luminous intensity. The unit for luminous intensity is candela and it is expressed by the symbol C small cd. What is the definition for 1 candela? 1 candela is the luminous intensity in a given direction of source that emits monochromatic radiation of frequency 5.4 into 10 power 14 hertz and that has a radiant intensity of 1 by 683 watt per steradian in that direction. So these definitions we have to learn as it is given in the textbook. Next one is about the derived quantities and their units. Look at this table. Here we are having many derived quantities and we are having the expression for the particular quantity and the unit also. Let us discuss about one by one. First look at the first physical quantity, plane angle. The expression for plane angle is what? Arc by radius. So we have to learn this table thoroughly. Okay, arc by radius. What is the unit for plane angle? Plane angle is measured in terms of what? Radian. Radian. How you should represent radian? It must be represented as RAD, small RAD. And next one, solid angle. The expression for solid angle is what? Surface area by radius squared. What is the unit for solid angle? It is steradian. It is steradian. Steradian is represented by what? Small sr. And the next physical quantity, area. Area is nothing but length into breadth. How the length is measured? It is measured in terms of meter, and breadth is also measured in terms of meter. Then meter into meter will become meter squared. So meter squared is what? The unit of area. And come to the next physical quantity. What is that? Volume. What is the formula for volume? Area into height. What is the unit for area? Meter squared. What is the unit for height? Meter. So meter squared into meter will become meter cube. Hence meter cube is said to be the unit of what? Volume. And next physical quantity is velocity. What is the formula for velocity? Velocity is nothing but displacement by time. What is the unit for displacement? Displacement is measured in terms of meter, and time is measured in terms of second. Then meter by second will become meter second power minus 1. And next one, acceleration. Acceleration. What is the formula for acceleration? Acceleration is equal to velocity by time. How the velocity is represented? Already we have found the unit for velocity as meter second power minus 1. Now the acceleration becomes meter second power minus 1 divided by time is measured in terms of second. So meter second power minus 1 divided by second will come. When the second in the denominator goes to the numerator, what will happen? What we will get? Meter second power minus 2. And see the next physical quantity, angular velocity. Angular velocity is equal to what? Angular displacement by time. Angular displacement is measured in terms of radian, and time is measured in terms of second. Hence the unit for angular velocity is what? Radian second power minus 1. Similarly for angular acceleration, the expression for angular acceleration is what? Angular velocity by time. Angular velocity is measured in terms of what? Radian second power minus 1. Divided by time is measured in terms of what? Second. When this second goes up, what will happen? Second power minus 1. Already there is radian second power minus 1 into second power minus 1 will become. Hence the answer will become radian second power minus 2. And next physical quantity is density. Density is equal to what? Mass by volume. Mass is measured in terms of kilogram, and volume is measured in terms of what? Meter cube. So when this meter cube goes up, what will happen? Kilogram meter power minus 3. And next physical quantity, linear momentum. What is the formula for linear momentum? Mass into velocity. Unit for mass is kilogram. Unit for velocity is meter second power minus 1. So mass into velocity will become kilogram meter second power minus 1. And next physical quantity is moment of inertia. Formula for moment of inertia is mass into distance squared. Unit for mass kilogram. Unit for distance meter. Then mass into distance squared will become kilogram into meter squared. And next physical quantity, force. What is force? Force is equal to what? Mass into acceleration. Mass into acceleration. The unit for mass is what? Kilogram. And acceleration, the unit for acceleration is what? Meter second power minus 2. Then the unit for force will become kilogram meter second power minus 2. Other than this, we are having one more unit, that is standard unit, that is called Newton, which is represented in terms of capital N. And next one, pressure. Next physical quantity is pressure. Pressure is equal to what? Force by area. The unit for force is what? Newton. The unit for area is what? Meter squared. When this meter squared goes up, what will happen? Meter power minus 2. Then the unit for pressure is what? Newton meter power minus 2 or Pascal. And the next physical quantity, energy or work. Energy or work is equal to what? Force into distance. Unit for force is Newton. Unit for distance is meter. Then the unit for energy will become what? Newton meter. And one more standard unit is that is what? Joule. Joule is represented in terms of capital J. So what is the unit for energy? It may be Newton meter or joule. And next physical quantity, power. Power is expressed in terms of work by time. The unit for work is joule and the time is second. So when the second goes up, what will happen? Joule second power minus 1. And then the standard unit for power is watt. Next physical quantity is impulse. Impulse is equal to what? Force into time. The unit for force is Newton. The unit for time is second. Then the unit for impulse will become Newton second. And next is of Next physical quantity is surface tension. Surface tension is equal to what? Force per length. The unit for force is Newton. The unit for length is meter. When Newton per meter will become Newton meter power minus 1, this is called the unit of surface tension. And next physical quantity, moment of force or torque, which is equal to force into distance. Force into distance will become Newton meter. And next one, moment of force or torque, which is equal to force into distance. So unit for force is meter. The unit for force is the unit for force is Newton, and the unit for distance is meter. Then Newton meter will become the unit of moment of force or torque. And next one, electric charge. Electric charge is equal to what? Current into time. Then the unit for current is ampere. The unit for time is second. Then ampere second will become the unit for electric charge. One more standard unit for electric charge is what? Coulomb. And next one, current density. It is measured in terms of current by area. The unit for current is ampere. The unit for area is meter square. Then when this meter square goes up, what will happen? Meter power minus 2 will come. Then ampere meter power minus 2 is called the unit for current density. And next physical quantity is magnetic induction. What is magnetic induction? Force by current into length. The unit for force is Newton. The unit for current is ampere. The unit for length is meter. When this ampere meter goes up, what will happen? Ampere power minus 1, meter power minus 1. We will get ampere power minus 1 and meter power minus 1. Hence the result will be Newton ampere power minus 1, meter power minus 1. Hence Newton ampere power minus 1, meter power minus 1 is said to be the unit of magnetic induction. The general unit for magnetic induction is said to be Tesla. And the next physical quantity is force constant. Force constant is equal to what? Force by displacement. The unit for force is Newton and the unit for displacement is meter. When this meter goes up, what will happen? Meter power minus 1. So Newton meter power minus 1 is the unit of force constant. And the next physical quantity is Planck's constant is equal to energy of photons by frequency. The unit for energy of photon is joule and the unit for frequency is second power minus 1. When this second power minus 1 goes up, it will become second power plus 1. Hence the answer will become joule second. This joule second is said to be the unit for Planck's constant. And next physical quantity, specific heat. Specific heat is equal to what? Heat energy per mass into temperature. Then what is the unit for heat energy? Joule. The unit for mass is kilogram. The unit for temperature is Kelvin. When this kilogram Kelvin goes up, what will happen? It will become kilogram power minus 1, K power minus 1. Hence the unit for specific heat is what? Joule, kilogram power minus 1, Kelvin power minus 1. And next physical quantity is Boltzmann constant, which is equal to energy per temperature. The unit for energy is joule and the unit for temperature is Kelvin. When this Kelvin goes up, what will happen? It will become K power minus 1. Hence joule Kelvin power minus 1 is said to be the unit of Boltzmann constant. So this table tells about the different types of derived quantities and their expression and their units. We have to learn it thoroughly. Okay. Thank you, students.